Here we go, up Maverick Saddle. See how far we can actually get. I have heard that all kinds of trees down across this road. I'm just gonna try pop the front tire over, then I'll probably get off the bike. Holy crap, this is huge. Wow. Yeah, my foot's stuck. Holy crap. Damn it. I just need to do away with that mirror and fold it in for good. Here we go. Up Maverick Saddle. Let's see how far we can actually get. I have heard, now this has been about 3 weeks ago, maybe a little bit longer, that there was all kinds of trees down across this road. Well, there's 3 right there. Here a while back, this really gnarly windstorm came through here, through this entire, well, basically nearly all of eastern Washington. And that is likely what brought down all these trees. It's about 3 miles up this road. We are at 10.8 miles back there at Deer Camp. Pretty good chance that people have been up this and cleared it out. You can see a couple have already been cut out. But the story I heard, or the news I heard, was that several of the trees were really, really big. A lot of these are live trees that blew over. Though back in 2018 a fire came through part of this, so some of the trees along this road are actually dead. You can see like that one's burned, all of those are burned. Kind of a special treat to be able to ride up here this early in the year. Okay, so this is going to be tricky. I'm just going to initially try to pop the front tire over, then I'll probably get off the bike, because as soon as I try to gas it with the rear tire, it's just going to shoot down the log. Well, it just kind of felt good, so I just kept going. Piece of cake. Now, one of the things you have to be careful about when doing stuff like that is look at it from the perspective of what happens if you get further up the road and the conditions get so bad that you have to turn around and go back. Is that going to be an easy thing to get back over? So it's all about risk mitigation. Let's see, we are about 1.5 miles up the road so far, and now we have a big boulder field to go through. So that log that we popped over, it might be a bit tricky to get back over the other direction if we have to turn around and come back down this way. Holy crap, this is huge. Because there's bike tracks that go up over it. Wow. Another thing to watch for is when you're dealing with stuff like that, low-hanging branches that either bonk your helmet or catch the top of your backpack. I have had that happen once. I'd say that tree's probably 150 years old. So we can only hope that people in four-wheel drive vehicles and whatnot come up here and get to work on this road, because this is a popular route for the overland rally folks too, plus other recreational users that come up here for hiking and just exploring the backwoods. So it's like, why not cut the whole darn thing out? It's just so frustrating. Wow, this is a mess up here. Holy cow. We're almost at the top. Basically, we are really close to the top. Actually, here's the top right here. Little patches of snow. Yikes. Well, this is exactly why I try to get out here early in the year and explore stuff. So my thinking this morning, as well as yesterday when we were talking about options for the Dirty Face Dual Sport event, was just come from French Corral down here past Sugarloaf Lookout down Maverick Saddle, which is that hill we just came up. But all we can do is hope that other trail people come in here and get this cleared out before mid-June. It's just so, for lack of better terms, idiotic that people don't clear this crap out. I don't know if I'll be able to lift and move this or not. Oh yeah, at least a little bit. Yeah, my foot's stuck. Oh, I got it. No.
Ready?
Yep.
Good?
Yeah. Oh, I know what's wrong. I activated the tip over sensor. That's what I thought. After I turned around and looked back at this, kind of thought, well, let's see if I can get rid of that. Because if a person really got out of shape, that pokey up portion could wedge into your rear spokes and rip the rear spokes out. We should be coming up into the clear in another mile or so and not have to be too worried about trees. Oh, that was no good for second gear. Just about time to turn off my grip heaters and switch gloves. Well, I guess I got my first crash of 2026 out of the way. Or I should say tip over. Uh-oh. I gotta get off the bike for this one. Drop my mirror down too. I'm seeing tracks on the road here that look like mountain bike or bicycle tracks. Yeah, so I would be really surprised if this road didn't get cleared out by June or even like mid-May. It's April 26th today. sometimes you just go for it and things are easy. Yeah, I would have to say some of these tracks look like fat tire bicycles. Holy crap! Almost hit that rock. That second rock, well, I don't know if you even saw two. I didn't see two, I saw one. The big tall one. I hit it with my back tire. I got the front tire around it and the back tire glanced off of it, and I think the back tire stood it up vertically. So this section we're going through here burned in the 2018 fire. And I've never seen this road this destroyed with downed trees. I just need to do away with that mirror and fold it in for good. It's exactly what happened to me on the last tree where I tipped over. Is I got partway under it, gassed it, and then the back tire slid downhill and got hung up. Okay, this is sketchy as heck. And I just knocked this log down. So this is yet another example of clear the trail. Get off the bike, lift the back tire up, because if you don't, you're going to end up down over the bank in a worse situation. So historically, from this point about a half a mile out is where we have oftentimes run into snow. A big berm gets built up. In the wintertime, the wind comes whipping up over this ridge, builds a big snowdrift over the top, plus the fact that this is a main snowmobile route. It gets compacted and hard packed. That combined with the wind compacts it pretty good. And I've seen snowbanks this high before, where it was melted out enough to go around the edge on on that side of the road. I really like this road a lot from Maverick Saddle out to French Corral when the road is damp, because it's like hero dirt. You get super good traction. That big old heavy XR650L is pretty wide. And the foot peg is hung up on the tree now. We should be in the clear.
After this one?
Yeah. We're so close to getting out of this burn area. It's just at too much of an angle for me to want to have any willingness to try and ride.
Ready?
Yeah. Ugh.
Okay, you're on a knot.
Oh, yeah.
You might want to get on the other side.
Yeah.
Because it looks like people have been spinning their tire to get straight.
Yeah, hold the bike. I'm going to shift the back tire over a little.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and grab the front tire again. Okay. Yeah, it was just the skid plate hitting the log. Yeah, that looks good. Now just watch the rear brake lever. Oh, okay, now it's on the foot peg. Yeah, it's totally hung up. Okay, I'm gonna lift the back tire. Okay, left some. Yeah, let me lift straight up and move you forward some.
Yep.
So don't give it any gas. Okay, hold on. Yep, up. Hold on. Okay, go. Woo. Yeah, that should be, we should be in the clear now. Because from here on out, there's not a whole lot of trees up right alongside the road. So this is where the snow comes drifting up over. And we've had to be clear over there out of the main path of the road to get by that big 3-foot snow drift. And that has been like Memorial Day weekend and into maybe the first weekend of June where we ran into that. Damn it. Let me switch gloves. This is That's why I always carry a pair of leather work gloves in my pack. About 4 years ago, I made the mistake of doing all my major tree branch clearing wearing my riding gloves and not switching to my leather gloves, and I wrecked them. Just the friction of the bark was enough to tear holes in the gloves. Oh yeah, we got this. Come too far to put in the work to turn around and go back and fight with that stuff we've already fought with. Okay, this one. Yeah, you know, there's no getting by this one. Oh, it looks like bikes have been up there.
Well, I was thinking that, but
No, it's not torn up enough for bikes. Yeah, that's what it was. Mountain bike people, probably.
it wiggled.
This is probably a snowmobile taillight. Well, this is the end of the road for us. We could get under this tree. I busted off all those branches, but that other tree is too low to the road to go under without trimming some branches and leaning the bikes way over. But Andy walked up around the corner where we could see a snowbank, and he said beyond that corner, which the road turns back, he said it was snow as far as he could see, like a good quarter mile. So there's no point in going any further. That's not going to melt out for another couple weeks, I would guess. If the shoulder was visible, which it wasn't, it's something you could come through to from the other side and go down. But he said you can't even see the edge of the road like this area, which we have been through there before in June, where the road has been snow covered and we were able to get by scooting along the edge of the road. But if the edge of the road was really soupy and mushy, and when we rode through it, we were creating great big ruts. So wow, been a long day. It's 12:22, or I should say a long day of work, considering how little riding we've been able to do. 3 hours and we've only gone about 15 miles. I should have hit it right here.
Yeah. Well, that's where I was last time when I got hung up on it.
Yeah, because I'm really hung up on the other side. Maybe if I can lift, basically I'm thinking we should try to lift the bike over here.
Try to get it to go backwards back and try it again.
Well, yeah, push it back some. It's in neutral. See if you can push it back. Ugh. Yeah, there we go. Let me drag the ass in first. Lean it over some. See if you can do that one more time. Up, oh, there we go. Now, I guess, pull that stupid log out. Jump!
Got it?
It is. It's high centered right on that knot.
I need a push in the rear.
Ugh. I'm gonna have to lift you up. Yep, hold on. Okay, I'm on the rear wheel.
Go, go.
Go?
I'm going over. Get it back. We need to get off.
Okay, I gotcha.
Okay, got it?
Yeah. Okay, turn to the left.
Okay, turn to the left. Let me get, oh.
Okay, let me get my arm out. Okay, it's free. I'm good. But I'm holding the rack.
Okay.
I can. Yeah, it's totally high centered.
Okay, here, high center on the front.
My camera battery died, and I wasn't going to change it, but then I remembered, oh yeah, my camera batteries are in my tank bag. So it takes about 3 minutes to change it. And I stopped to wait for Andy to catch up, and that's when I changed it. So I think that we have made it through all of the difficult stuff. And now we just have that very first tree that we crossed, the one that Andy tried to cut with his chainsaw, and then a few uphill of that that we need to go under. There might be another one that we have to go over. I don't remember for sure. front tire tried to slide along that little spindly tree and shoot me off the road. Anyway, you know, it's still pretty awesome to be out here riding so early in the season, considering I had to shut down my riding season so early last year because of the fire that closed all of this. This might be a year where I get in a record number of miles of riding, a lot higher than I've done in probably 15 plus years. Yeah, this is like a war zone. But at least with these big trees, we have a path around them. Brap! I need to replace this front tire. That's what made me slide out right there. War zone number 2. This monster has been dead for many, many years. The whole tree is rotten. There's a lot more rock that has slid down off the hillside, more than I have ever seen. Wow, this tree is like nearly 3 feet in diameter. I want to get your picture. Yeah, that is at least 3 feet in diameter. Holy smokes. I don't think I've ever seen a tree that big in Washington. That tree is enormous. Whoa! Yeah, we're home free now.
That was the only one I was worried about.
Yeah, me too. I think that about wraps up this video. It's just pavement all the way back to camp. So hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share this video if you're interested in letting other people know about the Dirty Face Dual Sport event, and I'll see you in the next video, maybe next weekend when I come back over here and ride some more. Over and out.